Hello viewers, this is a tutorial on how to automate broadcast message on Twitter using Socinator. Sending messages to targeted users, may it be your followers or the people you follow, is a great way to engage them. Let's start with the Accounts Manager screen from where we can navigate to configure the accounts. To do that, right-click on your account and hit Go to Tools. It will take you to the account configuration screen. You can also see the available activities which can be automated on Twitter through Socinator. Let's go to the Broadcast Message tab because we want to send messages. This is very useful as it makes it faster and easier to send messages to a number of people within a period of time while narrowing them down in the process. There are several configuration categories for broadcast message activity. Let's begin with the first one, Send Direct Message. So here, you can choose which users you want to send messages to. So you can check this box if you want to send messages to random followers on Twitter. You can also check this box if you want to specify usernames. So this is Custom Followers List, where you can enter the usernames of the followers you want to send this message to. Let's say The Rock is following you on Twitter, then let's enter his username here. You may edit or delete using this Clear All button, and it's gone. You may also import from CSV or text file by clicking this button. And choose the right file that has the Twitter usernames you want to send messages to, and click Open. Let's type The Rock again, for example. And when you're done, click Save. The next one is Manage Messages. So here, you can create the messages you want to send, as well as manage them. So Spintax will allow you to choose random messages from the list of messages that you will type in the message text area over here. So if you hover on the Spintax area over here, you can see the format. So you can type a number of messages and they should be each separated by this symbol. So let's say, hey. Then let's separate the message according to Spintax. So hey, separate it with this symbol. Okay. Another one, hello. Separate it again with this symbol. You can say, how are you? Let's try something longer. And then separate it again. We can also say, awesome tweets. And that will be it. So if you check Spintax, so we have 4 messages in the message text area, right? So it will randomly choose any of these messages. If you only want to send a single message to everyone, you can type only one message in the message text area, and it will be sent to all the followers you have specified. You may also clear using the Clear All button, and you may also import from CSV text file by clicking this button. The photo button, as the name suggests, will allow you to send pictures on Twitter. Click it and choose the right picture and click Open. And it will be sent to the Twitter users you specified. For queries, so you can choose whether to send these messages to either a random follower or the custom follower that you have typed earlier, so The Rock. So let's select random follower. So it will send messages to people who are following you on Twitter. And when you're ready, then click Add Message to the list. On the messages list, we can see that we have successfully added our messages with a specific query. And the action button over here, if you click it, will allow you to edit or delete the message. So the next configuration category is Job Configuration. This allows us to choose the speed at which an account should send messages to users. We have already created a few activity speed configurations which you can use, like slow with an average daily activities of 17, medium with 37, fast with 65, or super fast with 85. Super fast is not recommended for new or real accounts. If you want to define your own speed settings, click Advanced Settings. Delay between each operation is the number of seconds between each Twitter user is messaged. Delay between jobs is the number of minutes the software should pause after sending messages to the number of users you set in number of messages per job. Number of messages per job will allow you to specify the number of Twitter users you want to message per job or per cycle. You may also specify the number of users you want to message per hour, per day, and per week. Check this box if you want to increase each day with a specific number until it reaches another specific number of max message per day. You can also create a daily schedule under day of the week when to operate. This is very useful if you want to keep sending messages to users even when you're asleep or busy doing other things. If you don't want to operate on Monday, for example, just click the trash bin button under Monday and it's gone. You can add multiple time frames in one day. Simply click the day you want to configure, let's say Monday, provide the start and end time, and click Add Interval. And it's added. Let's add another one. Let's say 2 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. and click Add Interval. So as you can see, we can have several schedules in one day. You may save these time settings by clicking Create Favorite, and let's name it Twitter Message. Click Save. We can then open it by clicking Select Favorite Time and Twitter Message. The next tool is User Filters. This allows us to filter the users we want to message on Twitter. For example, check this box if you want to target English-speaking users. So user has only English characters in bio and username. Next, you can specify the minimum number of tweets of the user you want to message. Next, you can specify the number of followers as well as followings of the user you want to message. Next, we have follow ratio, which is ratio of followers and followings. You can input the follow ratio greater than or smaller than a specific number. You can also specify the minimum number of characters of the user's bio. Speaking of bio, you can specify the words that should not be in the user bio or username or name. So separate these words by comma. Let's say you don't want to send messages to people into politics or government. So as you can see, we separated the words with a comma. So if a user has these words in their bio or their username or name, then Socinator will not message them. You may edit or delete using the Clear All button. You may also import from CSV or text file by clicking this button. When you're ready, click Save. The next one is the opposite of the previous one. So user, bio, or username or name must have any of the following words. Let's say you want to message users who are into pets, cats, dogs. Then you may type in this area and separate each word by a comma. You may edit or delete using the Clear All button. You may also import from CSV or text file by clicking this button. When you're done, click Save. The next one will allow you to specify how active the user is. So user tweeted within the last, let's say, 1 day. Next is user is not following this account. So you don't want to message your followers, so check this box if you want to skip followers. Next is user has profile image. So you want to message users who have profile pictures. You can also skip private users and muted users. The last is filter user based on verification. So you can skip verified users or those who are not verified. So let's skip verified users. Finally, the last configuration category is manage blacklisted users. Blacklisted users are the Twitter profiles you do not want the software to interact with. Thus, Socinator will not message the blacklisted users when the box is checked. So skip blacklisted users. So as you can see, this can be either a private blacklist, which is actually a blacklist that belongs to a specific Twitter account, or a group blacklist, which is shared between all the accounts you add. When you're satisfied with all the configurations and are ready to start messaging Twitter users, let's scroll up and click Save. Success. After saving, let's click the status button to make it active. Now that it's active, let me show you another option in automating broadcast message on Twitter using Socinator. This one allows us to create campaigns, which is perfect for multiple accounts. To start, let's go to the upper right corner of the app, click the social drop-down button and select Twitter. This will take us to the Accounts tab. Let's switch to the Messenger tab and make sure Broadcast Message is selected on the left side of the app because you want to send messages. Here we can create and name our campaign. Let's call it Twitter Broadcast Messages. For Send Direct Message, let's check Random Followers. For our message text, let's say, "Hi, how are you?" to all our random followers. And then for queries, let's select random followers, of course, and then click Add Message to List, and it's added on our messages list. For a job configuration, an average daily activities of 17 should be okay, so let's select slow. For user filters, let's target English-speaking users because our message is in English, and has profile image, skip private users, as well as verified users. For other configurations, you can check message unique users from each account if you want to. And finally, let's avoid blacklisted users. When you're ready, let's click the blue button, select account or accounts. In this part, you can select multiple Twitter accounts. Since we only have one account right now, let's go with that by checking the box and click Save. After saving, let's click the red button, Create Campaign. So since this account already has configuration settings, saving these new campaign settings will override the previous ones. If you want to proceed, check the box of the account over here and click Save. This will automatically bring us to the Campaigns tab, where we can see that we have successfully created our Twitter Broadcast Messages campaign. Click the Status button to pause the campaign, and the Action button over here will allow you to edit, duplicate, or delete the campaign. And that's it for this tutorial. I hope you learned a lot, and thank you so much for watching.